Building muscle takes work. Besides hitting the gym consistently and following a solid training program, you'll also have to plan your meals, make sure you're hitting your macros, and optimize your recovery. And while these things can be easier said than done, optimizing your morning routine can be the single most impactful thing that you can do for your training, nutrition, and recovery. So here are 7 morning habits you must follow if you want to maximize your ability to build muscle. Number 1, wake up at the same time every day. This is a great habit to form for 2 reasons. First, it allows you to build a structured routine, and second, it helps to regulate sleep patterns. Starting your day at the same time allows you to keep your training and meal times consistent. Thus, it keeps your adherence to your workout and nutrition plans high. Building muscle is not an overnight pursuit. You have to be in it for the long haul. So, ensuring you stay as consistent as you can, lifting regularly and eating properly will lead to quicker muscle building success. Waking up at the same time every day, given that work, school, gym, and other daily activities stay relatively the same, will allow you to feel tired and in need of rest at the same time every evening. And by having a set bedtime, you'll be able to standardize your sleep schedule. Thus, you get consistent, adequate, and optimal recovery periods, which is when muscle growth occurs. So, set your alarm and think twice before hitting that snooze button. Number 2, bask in the sun. Exposure to the sun upon waking helps regulate the circadian rhythm, causing the body to release hormones that increase alertness, performance, and vitality. This regulation of your body's internal clock will also help you fall asleep better at night by inducing the release of melatonin later in the day, helping you get quality sleep. Its most important effect is in the production of vitamin D in your body. Regular exposure to sunlight, 10 to 30 minutes a day, is the suggested range. Having adequate levels of vitamin D has been shown to increase skeletal muscle function, decrease recovery time from training, increase both force and power, and increase testosterone production, making it a vital micronutrient for muscle growth. Number 3, eat a big, high-protein breakfast. While I'd never tell someone they have to eat breakfast, if your goal is to optimize muscle growth, it might be a good idea, and here's why. First, if you're looking to build muscle optimally, you must be in a caloric surplus. So, having a big meal upon waking can help you get a head start on your calorie target. Given that you might be busy at work or only have time for snacks or small meals, or you might be too tired to cook at the end of the day, consuming a high-calorie breakfast will make it easier to meet your calorie needs for the day. I'd also recommend that you consume a larger amount of protein at breakfast compared to other meals. Recent studies strongly indicate that consuming a more significant proportion of your daily protein intake early in the day is highly beneficial for increasing muscle mass and strength compared to consuming it later. Coming off of a 6 to 8 hour fast, your body is probably low in amino acids, and thus your muscle protein synthesis rate is significantly impaired. Consuming a quick digesting protein like whey before chowing down on slower digesting protein sources like meat or eggs might be a good approach. Number 4, rehydrate. Some of us do this intuitively, but drinking water immediately upon waking is critical. And I'm not talking about just a few sips to get rid of a dry mouth. I'm talking about downing 1 to 2 glasses of water. Dehydration reduces anabolic signaling. In the short term, being in a state of dehydration would mean muscle protein synthesis is diminished while muscle breakdown is raised. And if you work out in the morning, poor hydration would equal poor performance in the gym. This can show up in the form of decreased repetitions, increased perceived exertion, or hindered recovery between sets. And if that wasn't enough, not replenishing your body of fluids has been shown to decrease cognitive performance, which could negatively affect your motivation to train, causing your lifting form to suffer. Number 5, take your supplements. Start your day right by giving your body everything it needs to perform at its best. While your breakfast meal will take care of your macros, you should also focus on the equally essential micronutrients that support various metabolic processes. Getting in your macros is great, but micros determine how well they are utilized. You're probably already taking the usual micronutrient supplements such as vitamin C and E for their antioxidant properties, fish oil capsules for omega-3s, and vitamin D3 for immune function. But even then, most lifters are still most likely micronutrient deficient. This is why I suggest supplementing with botanicals or a green supplement that contain compounds that individually act as ergogenic or recovery aids. Our superfood powder Elite Greens packs in all the nutrients you need for increased energy, enhanced recovery, immunity boost, and improved performance. All backed by science, its 6 key ingredients come in a concentrated powder form that you can simply mix in water, which is way better than having to swallow a bunch of pills. If you want to give it a shot, right now you can get 25% off your entire order. Just head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description and enter the coupon code MONSTER at checkout. Number 6. Pack your food. Packing your food does 2 things. First, it helps ensure you're hitting your calorie goals for the day. As you can imagine, you're far less likely to skip meals if they're readily available. And second, it helps to keep you on your diet. We all know what happens when we don't pack a lunch for work. You end up in line or at a drive-thru somewhere making poor decisions and justifying it by the fact that, well, you have to eat something. Not to mention, it's far easier to track macros from homemade meals than it is to track them accurately when eating out. And while that may not seem like the worst possible scenario, consider this. The added oils, sugars, and other additives you consume while eating out could trigger cravings that make dieting nearly impossible. To put it simply, having your meals readily available leaves less room for error. And number 7, hit the gym. As the day progresses, willpower decreases with every decision you make. Not only that, but long work days, social obligations, or any curveballs the day throws your way are more likely to derail you. Ultimately, no matter how dedicated you are to your fitness goals, it's easier to find excuses not to work out later in the day. Scheduling your gym sessions in the morning when willpower is at its peak makes you far more likely to stay consistent. Not only that, but starting your morning off with a good workout will set the tone for the rest of the day. Some benefits you can expect to experience are improved mood, more energy, and even better nutritional choices. And if that isn't enough, getting the gym out of the way early frees up your evenings for more time with your family, hobbies, or relaxation. So there you have it, 7 morning habits that'll help you build muscle faster. And while I don't expect you to pick up all of these habits, making even just a few adjustments to your morning can make a huge impact on your results. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. And if you're enjoying the content and want to support the channel, all we ask is that you click the subscribe button below and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. Peace.